Welcome to 8-Minute Core and Push-Ups. My name is Brooke Benton, and today I'll be leading you through 30 seconds of body weight only supine core exercises, followed by 30 seconds of push-up variations. Let's hit it. To get started, lay on a mat, belly facing up, and alternate lifting one leg then the other leg with both arms coming up to touch it. You want upper and lower body lifting in tandem. You can totally modify these V-ups by bending your knee as you lift. You can also make it a little easier on your low back, just coming up to a crunch as opposed to the full sit-up, so you would keep your low back grounded. You have 30 seconds. Transition to all fours with your knees hovering right above the ground. We call this a bear plank. We'll convert it to a bear push-up by maintaining quadruped position and taking that head down to form a triangle with the two hands and the head. What's important here is you keep your knees hovering above the ground. Maybe they barely tap as you come down into your push-up, and keep your core tight. Make it right, make it tight. 30 seconds and you're out. Transition to belly facing up and place your hands behind your head for Pilates crisscross. You take opposite elbow to touch opposite knee. This is for the obliques. You want to exhale as you twist. Inhale on the transition between the two legs. You have 30 seconds. To continue giving the obliques some love, we'll turn it over into push-up position for a spider push-up. You take your knee into your humerus, which is the bone in the top of the arm, hold it there, do one push-up, then return to push-up position. Alternate legs, you have 30 seconds. Return to belly facing up, supine position. We have an isometric hold here. It's called a hollow rock hold. Your low and mid back will stay glued to the ground. Lift your upper back and your shoulders. Your arms are up overhead, over the ears, and your legs are hovering above the ground. We're holding still and stable for 30 seconds. Transition to belly facing down, prone position for triceps push-ups. Your grip is narrow and the elbows go right past the rib cage like slots in a toaster as you lower down through your triceps push-ups. This exercise should hold a straight line from your shoulder to your hip to your ankle. If that's not available to you, drop down to your knees and hold a straight line from your shoulder to your hip to your knee. You have 30 seconds of triceps push-ups. Transition to belly facing up, supine position for dead bug. Your shins are parallel to the ground. You reach up mid-shin, then opposite arm and opposite leg reach out, bring it back in, and then the other side. You want to inhale as the arm and leg come up overhead and out away from you. Exhale as you bring it back in together. You have 30 seconds. Transition to downward facing dog for our most difficult push-up variations of the day. This begins with a dive bomber. Take your head between the two hands, then slither the rest of the body through to upward facing dog. Reverse the sequence to come back the other way. Now just take your head between your two hands and rise back up, keeping your body inverted, hips high. We'll repeat that sequence again. Dive bomber, taking the head between the two hands, slither through like a snake to upward facing dog, then reverse it, lifting your hips first and letting the rest of the body follow suit. Now 2 Hindu push-ups, head between the hands, lift up, keeping your hips high. One more time. That was 30 seconds. Take it to supine position, belly facing up. We have a Pilates double leg stretch. You reach up mid-shin, then arms and legs reach out away from each other, then exhale as you bring it all back in together. Inhale, reach, extend, stretch, 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 and then exhale, bring it in together into that nice deep crunch. Engaging the abdominals, you have 30 seconds, Pilates double leg stretches. Transition to belly facing down, prone position, assuming a standard push-up. You do one push-up, then cross the outside hand over the inside, then do another push-up. These are called crossover push-ups. You can do them on the toes, but if you cannot maintain form of shoulder to hip to ankle, then I would suggest you drop down to your knees and modify your crossover push-ups. You have 30 seconds. Transition to belly facing up, supine position for sprinter sit-ups. Your hands are behind your head, you lift one knee and then take the outside elbow to touch on the outside of that knee. This is working your obliques, but if it's a little bit too much for your lower back, then instead of coming all the way up into your sprinter sit-up, just make it a sprinter crunch, keeping your low back grounded. You have 30 seconds. Transition into belly facing down, standard push-up position. Lift your right leg, lower down, then abduct the right leg away from the midline of the body. What happens when we do that abduction is we engage your gluteus medius and minimus, which are the side booty muscles, and they're directly related to lower back health. Even if you need to drop to your left knee to modify the push-up, keep that abduction with the right leg. We'll be sure and work the other side as our final push-up round, but for now, belly facing up, supine. Take your hands underneath your glutes to support your lower back for over-unders. Over-unders, scissor one leg over the other and then switch. You want to plantar flex at the ankle, which means point your toes, look towards your navel. You have 30 seconds. Transition to belly facing down and prone push-up stance for your final push-ups of the day. You'll take your left leg, abduct it away from the midline of the body, bring it back in, and then push up to the top. You can totally modify the push-up by taking your right knee down to the ground, but for the love of the glutes, keep that abduction on the left in this move. Transition to belly facing up for a V-sit into a Pilates teaser, your final core exercise of the day. You'll drop 1/3 of the way down, 2/3 of the way down, then drop all the way to a hover, arms and legs, deep breath, then exhale up to your V-sit. Let's repeat that. Arms and legs, drop 1/3 of the way down, 2/3, reach, 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 drop and hover, and exhale up to your V-sit. One more to round out 30 seconds. Drop 1/3 of the way down. You are plantar flexing at the ankle, pointing your toes. Reach to a hover hold. Exhale up for your final V-sit, your last core move of the day. Great job today. Friend, you may drop the mic because you are done. Done, done. Great job.